I want to take the time to say thank you to my patrons. Your help has actually not only done so much for my channel, but it's actually helped me personally to make it through this tough year. And I want to thank all of my subscribers, and well, thank you. And let's get to the show. So let's actually talk about Josh Bernstein. Now, if you don't know who Josh Bernstein is, he's a Christian nationalist, not just a white nationalist. He's a Christian nationalist. He's a dominionist, and he's batshit fucking crazy. Like, his channel for YouTube is getting taken down. I believe that he actually had was on a Roku and shit like that. But I believe that they were targeted because he and I did a video on him. He was the guy who was talking about Ilhar and Omar, how she needs to die and all that other good shit. And like he's batshit fucking crazy. And I have to admit that like I'm getting this video from Utah Outcast and the whole principle of Josh Bernstein, but like I couldn't let this go. I couldn't let this motherfucker go because this shit is just classic right-wing dominionist belief of shit. So let's check out Josh, okay? Oh, wait. Bring it back. There we go.
We cannot have early voting. We should have 1 day to vote, and no, it should not be off, okay? You go to work, you either go before work, you either go on your lunch break, or you go after work, okay? That's...
So, this is actually done, this video was actually done about 7 months back, I believe in August and September. But listen to the bullshit he's actually expounding. So, it should only be 1 day of work. There should be no early voting, and you should do it either before or after you work. Now that is in contradiction to what the Republicans usually do. The Republicans actually used to, before the 2020 election, used to win by mail-in votes. Like that was a thing. Now, another thing that like it was brought up in the chat, go vote on your lunch break. Literally, with so many polls places being closed, there were hours along lines in the 2016 election. In the 2018 election, there were hours long lines. But motherfucking Republicans like this bastard don't want too many people to vote. Because if a lot of people vote, there's a chance that Democrats may win. Well, let's continue.
That's it. If you can't get there in that 1 day, then it wasn't important enough for you. And to be quite frank, I don't want you to vote.
Okay, Josh, not everybody has a fucking YouTube channel that they fucking do, that they can take hours of breaks on in. I myself, I work 10-hour days. I work 9-hour days. And for you to tell me go do it on my lunch break, fuck, I couldn't. And by the way, it's a fucking pandemic, Josh. It's a fucking pandemic. But, it's not important if you don't, vote at that particular time in the way he particularly likes it, right?
If you can't make it in that 1 day, stay home, okay? Those are my thoughts. Now,
Byron the Paladin donated $10.
Thank you, Byron. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let's continue.
Should limit mail-in voting to only military and the sick. I completely agree with that, but it should also...
So, he just said limiting mail-in voting to the military and the sick. We're in a fucking pandemic. Dude, you don't know who's sick or not at the time where you could be affected. Now, of course, it got better, but still, we're in a fucking pandemic. I don't know what else to say, man. I don't know what else to say. How does he not get this shit? Like, God. And then the military too, like, it's the difference between voting by mail and absentee voting, there is no difference. There is no difference. But the thing about it is, what he's trying to play to is the old Republican stalwart of old people voting by mail and the military voting by mail. But you know what the thing is? The military didn't exactly like Donald Trump after what he did with the Kurds. But let's continue.
Also only be for 1 week for both, okay? We don't need mail-in voting. That should be constitutionally amended and out of the question. No one should be able to mail in a ballot under any circumstances.
See, what he actually fails to mention there is that was actually put in through the several different several different laws and provisions. But he wants to scale back the fucking voting. Like, for real, Josh? For real. Not to mention what DeJoy did with the post office, which caused historic delays in mail. Even though DeJoy was actually, held in contempt of the court for trying to actually, slow down the mail because Trump wanted to slow down the mail-in ballots.
As far as I'm concerned, I'll go a step further. He didn't say this, but I'll say it. We ought to raise the voting age to a minimum of 21. I would love to see 25, to be quite honest. But
so, listen to this bullshit that he's actually expounding. He wants it to raise it to a minimum of 21. Josh, if you so America and so fucking rah-rah but the Constitution, motherfucker, you would have known that the voting age used to be 21. It used to be 21. But you know what fucking happened, Josh? You know what happened? They made a constitutional amendment to bring the age down to 18 because that's who we were sending in our wars. And the fact is, if you're going to have me participate in the government, I should have a fucking say. But let's continue. 25. Fuck. He really wants the voting age to be 25. But let's continue.
Minimum of 21. Not only do we want voter ID in all 50 states, which Trump did mention, but I want to see proof of income. That's right. I'll say it again. I want proof of income at the polling stations. Now,
so he wants to introduce another polling tax, which has been determined to be unconstitutional. Fuck. This motherfucker. How? Wow. Fucking wow. Really? You fucking bastard. You really want to show, wow. Literacy tests too? You want to bring back literacy tests too, huh? You want to bring back literacy tests? If it hasn't been apparent to you guys, this motherfucker is a white nationalist. Swear to God, man. He wants proof of income. Proof of income. Not only does he want a voter ID, he wants proof of income. That's not only just a polling tax, which was determined to be unconstitutional. He wanted like you making a loan. Fuck. The fuck? But let's continue.
what does that mean? Well, that could mean a recent paycheck stub. If you're retired, it could be awards or a pension letter. It could be a bank statement. I want you to show me that you have skin in this game and that you're not planning. It could be a disability letter.
Wait. You have skin in the game, but he's allowed for disability letters. I wonder why. Is it because specifically his audience, maybe some people that may have disability? But you know what? What is telling to me is he says he wants to make sure you have skin in the game, right? Me living in this motherfucking country is skin in the game. I know you don't like that skin because it's a little bit darker than the paper bag that you may not like, but you fucking idiot. I have to live here. I have to live here. I pay my motherfucking taxes. Even when you're on, here's the thing, Josh. When you're on unemployment insurance, you still pay taxes. When you're on Social Security, that's probably you still pay. I think you still pay Medicaid. There is no absolute tax-free money that you actually get. This stimulus check that's coming up, they're going to be recorded on your motherfucking taxes. But the fact is, you have skin in the game because you live under the fucking rules of the country. Or maybe Josh, he says skin in the game. Maybe he has a problem where certain people of a certain skin shouldn't actually have any voice or say so. But let's continue.
I want to see that you have skin in the game and that you are not planning on sponging off of the system. Okay? Now, that may be hard.
Fuck. Okay. If that's the case, sponging off the system, fuck. Bring Bezos out. Let's bring that motherfucker out because he's sponging off the system. Amazon didn't pay any corporate taxes. The Waltons that's using the government through social safety nets program to supplement their employees' wages. Who are the fucking real welfare queens out of this fucking country, dude? Like, for real? For real? But let's continue.
Harsh for some of the people hearing it, but hey, if the majority of people, not all, but the majority of people, if they're going to vote and they're being paid by the government, I'm not talking about disability and retirement because obviously you've earned that and that's what you should get. But I'm talking about people on welfare and things like that.
Fucking disability is still welfare, motherfucker. Or people that are on disability still can't take part of welfare. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? Are these people not real people to you? Are they not real citizens? What the fuck? You know what this sounds like? And I was watching a fucking video earlier today. I was watching a video earlier today when it was talking about Starship Troopers and how there are civilians and citizens. Like, Josh would probably think that he deserves to be a fucking citizen. But no, Josh, like, no. Fuck no. Like, why like, and this is the fucked up part about it is, he looked like Farron Cousins. Like, I'm not joking. It's been said before. Like, okay, so the Ring of Fire guy, he's a big progressive. Let's actually let's pull these two motherfuckers up. Let's pull these up. I probably didn't oh, here it goes. Like, I know he probably get pissed. Like, look at these two motherfuckers. And of course, I know, I know. It's like, fuck. Like, his nose is a little bit more narrower, and Josh is a little bit more like wider. But these motherfuckers, like, Farron, like, dude, you need to change your hairstyle because you look like this piece of shit motherfucker. Like, dude, and I actually like his shit. I like Farron Cousins shit. The Ring of Fire is actually pretty good. But yeah, let's go.
That have been on the system and have been, exploiting the system for many, many, many years, they should not be allowed to vote. You should have skin in the game, because you're probably going to vote for the people that are going to keep you dependent on them. And
like Republicans? Like Republicans? Holy fuck. Like, we're not gonna do the what about them games. Like, he had a nose like Voldemort. Oh shit. Okay. Republicans keep you motherfucking dependent on them throughout that motherfucking fear. Like, yeah. But let's continue.
And that's not good for the country. Then, back to Trump, he said that you should need a legitimate reason to absentee vote. I agree with that.
Pandemic. Oh yeah, and this is a deadly virus going around. What do they call it? Oh yeah, pandemic.
But again, I'd like to eliminate absentee voting altogether. I'll say it. I'll admit it. I want to make it harder to vote in America, not easier.
Wow. Oh shit. Like, piece of shit motherfuckers like this, and Vegeta was right. They don't like democracy. And you would actually get some of them actually openly admit, I don't like democracy. I want to do my rule. And I don't know what else to say. Shit, guys, I'm sorry. Fucking tired. Wow. I don't know what else to say. These are the motherfuckers who think that if they go back in time to the time when men were men, and rugged individualism in the 1800s and 1900s, motherfucker, you would still be on the bottom rings of society. The thing is, technology in our modern society, I know what is that? What is the shit that Jordan Peter has to say? The modernist or the just some bullshit. Like, that's the only reason why people like that have prominence. Because the sad little baby man that Josh Bernstein is, they would have like, oh, he's defectively born. Let's leave him out on the stone altar for the wolves. Like, the fuck? I just don't know. Yeah, he's definitely a fascist. Oh, he's definitely a fascist. Like I said, he's a dominionist, a Christian nationalist. So, in other words, a fascist. But anyway, guys. If you want to see more videos like this, if you actually want to see me cover Josh Bernstein again, leave a comment on the description, like, share, and subscribe. And yeah. Like, how do you have that much hate in such a small space of your brain? All right.
Hey guys, this is me, Crimson60620, and if you ever want to actually get some great art and help support my channel, help support me, check out my merch page at streamlabs.com/Crimson60620/merch. Here you can actually find great pieces of art put on t-shirts, and it'll be updated frequently with a lot of my other art. So thank you for support, and please enjoy the video. Thanks.